Welcome back. We're looking at more tactical lights for shotguns on the Mossberg 88, of course, the Maverick 88. And this is one that I've had for a while, and I thought I'd show you a bit about it. It's not really available anymore, discontinued. You might be able to find one similar to how I did on the magic world of eBay. But this is what's called an SSI Defender. So you can see where I have this mounted on the gun. SSI Defender, and it's listed as a 12 gauge shotgun light. And it's a bit larger than some of the others. You can see it right there. It's actually powered by 3 AAA batteries that go in a little carrier that'll slide in and out. And there's a cap on the back right here. Now this one does not have a little thumb or finger switch on the back right here. It only comes with a remote pressure switch, and so the cable is going up here. So on a shotgun you have to figure out, well, how exactly you're going to make this kind of thing work. And it might not be the best of situations. I find this interesting that it's listed as a shotgun light, but it only comes with this long cable here for the remote switch, and it is quite long. So the end of it is right here. So you can see the length of it, and it's still kind of loose. Now I've got it up here about as far forward as I can get it. You can see where I have that mounted, back on my small little Weaver mount here on the magazine tube, and it mounts fairly close to the gun. You can see I've got it at a bit of an angle right there. That's the front looking at it, and you can see it is kind of large, but it feels pretty sturdy and goes on there. Now here are some interesting things about this light. So it only works with the cable here, so the remote pressure switch, and you can see where this comes right up from here, and I just have it following along here. Now what's holding it in place is this is the mount for my side saddle, and I've taken the side saddle, which is not really a generic term, but I've taken that off. So this piece is right here, and then the cable actually tucks in pretty nicely right along here. And then I've put the switch right here with some Velcro on my grip. So when I'm holding the gun, it's rather easy to activate it right like that. So it only has the momentary on-off with the pressure switch here. There's no other way to use that. But what makes this light interesting is it is a multi-use light. It has not just a light in there, but it also has a red laser. So there's a red laser right there in the middle, and there's a button right here where you can change the mode. So I will click that again, and we get the light. So light or laser. I'll click it again, and you get both light and laser. So you can have your choice there, and I thought that was kind of interesting. Now, a laser pointer on a shotgun is probably not that necessary, but it's an interesting little feature. So like the other lights that I've shown, let's take a look and see what this one will look like in the dark. Okay, darkened room, and oddly enough, on one setting for the switch, you can have it to where it doesn't do anything at all with your pressure switch. I'm clicking it once, and I get the laser. So hopefully we can see that there. Fairly bright, but it is just your standard red laser, probably like on any other gun red laser. So there's the laser. I'll hit the switch again, and there is the light. So it's fairly large compared to some of the other lights, and lights up a bit more, although I'm not sure it seems like it's as bright. Then I'll hit the switch again, and there's the light and the laser. Remember, the laser is right in the middle of the light, and then it has LEDs that surround it. So that's what you get there, which is kind of interesting to have a laser and a tactical light functioning both together. As a bit of a comparison, here is a laser that is basically a 12 gauge piece that fits right in the barrel. So I've got the laser pointing straight down the barrel of the shotgun, and here's the SSI Defender with its light on and its laser. So you can see the offset there and see how far apart that laser is, at least from where I have it mounted, to the laser that's going down the barrel. And now here's a shot from farther away, where you can see there is the laser down the barrel, and I'll turn on the SSI Defender, and you can see from a farther distance, from one end of a longer room to another, you can see that the light of the SSI Defender and its laser are staying pretty close there to the barrel sight laser. So that's a nice comparison of how far off that laser might be. It doesn't have any adjustments for windage or elevation. You just attach it to a rail and you can rotate the laser, the whole flashlight actually, but that's really about it. So that's how those two end up looking together. Again, straight down the barrel, and there's the SSI Defender laser and light. And once again, in complete darkness. Barrel sight laser, and with the SSI Defender light and laser. Now I have shot this, shot the shotgun with the light on, because you want to see, of course, how the lights are going to hang up or hold up to the recoil of a 12 gauge shotgun. And I will tell you that this little lens here, lens cover, which I guess is probably plastic, it did pop off. So I found it and was able to push it in back in place so it feels nice and secure. But I can tell you that that did happen. Otherwise, the light has been pretty solid performing, and it's all kind of one-piece construction except for the cap, which screws on in the back. So it does feel pretty good and solid there. My only concern was about this little plastic lens popping off, but it still functions and works as it should. And I usually do take it off when I shoot the gun, because I'm not usually shooting in the darkness. I will tell you one thing that is kind of nice about this is that it doesn't have a quick detach or anything, but it has a little knurled screw with a big slot here that you could use a knife blade or a large flathead screwdriver. So you don't need an Allen wrench like for most of them to take it off. You could just use a screwdriver, a knife blade or something. This is on really tight, and just take it off right there. So that's a nice little feature there. But again, this is it. This is the SSI Defender, and so far it's been pretty good. Like I say, the main thing about it is that it only has the remote switch here, and the cord is fairly long, so there's really nothing you can do with it except attach it, back here where your primary hand is going to be holding the gun. But that's it, and Hope you liked that and found this another interesting light review.